I love when a plan comes together. I love it when I set a goal to do something, I get to create and organize a plan, and then actually set out to accomplish the goal. I also find great joy in completing a plan and that I can feel proud of my work. But in life, what happens when you don't set any goals? What happens to your brain when you don't have a plan? For someone like me, I start to think and think and think over and over again. It's called overthinking, and you probably do it too. If you're a business owner, a leader, or a creative, odds are you're highly goal-oriented and you're driven by results. You have a laser-like focus in your work and you like to get things done. The reason I know that is because I am that person. As a freelance videographer, I run my own business, which is myself. As a husband, I get to lead my wife and our family. And as a creative, I'm always thinking of new ideas for videos and analyzing the results. But even if you aren't a freelancer, or married, or you're just not that creative, I know for a fact every person on the planet overthinks. A lot. This isn't about the question of who struggles with overthinking, it's more about why do we struggle with overthinking. You can't have an effective business, a healthy marriage, or accomplish anything in life without a clear mind. But many of us don't. So why do people overthink? Well, we're afraid to take action and we don't know the future. We're afraid to take action. In other words, fear. The moment that you have an idea or create a plan or get ready to take on your goal, you have this tiny cloud of doubt move into your brain. That is fear. Recently, I've been struggling with overthinking when it comes to making YouTube videos like this one because I want to please the algorithm or I want to have this incredible success overnight. So I've been overthinking the entire creative process from video ideas to editing to building a brand. All those things that influencers tell you to do, I overthink about. And that has led me to feel some internal stress lately. And stress leads to fear. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough. People never take action on their dreams because fear moves you from productivity to passivity. What was once life-giving is now soul-draining. The other reason why we overthink is because we don't know the future, and that's called worry. It's the not-so-distant cousin of fear. Instead of trusting the process and trusting in God's timing, we worry about the things that we can't control, and that keeps us stuck in our own heads. Nobody knows what their job or their relationships or their family dynamic will look like in 10 years. There's an old proverb that says, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day will bring." We spend all this time overthinking and overanalyzing about what we should be doing or need to be doing down the road that we miss out on living for today. And as a professional overthinker myself, I can get stuck in my head worrying about tomorrow or next week or next month, but I convince myself that I'm doing all of these things in the name of planning. It's good to have structure in your life and to be organized, but the moment you start worshiping structure and perfection, that's when worry and fear start to creep in. So how can we practically stop overthinking and have self-control over our minds? I want to share a phrase that has impacted me the most this year when it comes to overthinking, and it's this: don't be paralyzed by perfectionism. Because I'm so analytical and goal-driven, I struggle with needing everything to be 90 to 100% perfect. My personal life, my hobbies, my work, I strive for excellence a lot. But the problem with striving for perfection is that it actually paralyzes you mentally. I've been spending this entire week overthinking about what video I'm going to make, and I've been overthinking so much that I almost didn't even try to make this video. Pursuing the perfect video almost kept me paralyzed from creating anything at all. So instead, I should start messy and forget about getting everything perfect. Because guess what? No one's perfect. A really practical way to combat overthinking is to set a time constraint to do something. So for me, that was 24 hours to make this video. And then take one baby step towards that goal. It could be as simple as starting a Google Doc or just getting in the car and driving to do the thing that you've been procrastinating on. The result is that by setting a time limit, you move from being passive to productive. Also, completing that first baby step is so easy that you'll just want to keep taking more and more baby steps. And that's how I got here with this completed video. Yes. The next one is a big one for me. Stop researching, start doing. I love going to the internet and researching all the details on how to do something, and then never actually doing anything with that knowledge. I'm not saying that you should never learn anything new. What I am saying is the reason you're overthinking is probably because you're overlearning. You need to stop the researching process and start doing the thing that you've been learning so much about. And if you love research, I totally empathize with you. I love being taught new things and learning from the pros, but what good is all that knowledge if you never do anything with it? It's time to start doing. Do you see how simple it is to overcome overthinking? The next time you overthink, remember that fear is the mind killer and that perfection brings paralysis. And if you're worrying about the future, focus on doing the work and then trust in the process. And what if you dealt with overthinking? What would happen in your life if you stopped overanalyzing? I believe you would have more peace, more focus, and a healthier mentality to take on what God has in store for you. My name is Harrison. Thanks for hanging at Harry's, and I hope you have a blessed day.